Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Once again, my PC mysteriously crashed. So this is attempt number 2 at this video again. And it crashed at the same thing that crashed into my other video, where I click open my army council, or my war council thing. I don't know if that's a StarCraft thing or my computer being crap thing. But do not fear, for I know how to fix this. We are going to be missing out on some dialogue, unfortunately. Or maybe not. Hold on, actually, let's see if I can do it this way. If I can restore it, in our last episode, we did the last stand mission and blew up Shakuras. Okay, so we can continue on. Let's talk to people.
Shakuras is gone. It has become one with the eternal night. But the traditions we forged there will remain with us forever.
Is that still possible, Matriarch?
More so than you may realize. What do you know of the Shadow Walk, Artanis?
Little. Your people closely guard their customs.
It is our most sacred rite of passage. The Initiate stands alone. Members of her tribe strike against her from the shadows. If she endures, she becomes a Shadow Hunter, true Dark Templar.
Why do you speak of this?
You stood alone, as Dark Templar, against countless enemies, risking your life for the many. You have walked as we have. You have walked the Shadow Path already, Artanis. You no longer have the Kala. You are Dark Templar.
The Nerazine fought valiantly beside us, even unto the destruction of their world. Why?
Their homeworld has always been Ire. They have never forgotten it, or the sacrifice that delivered them to safety.
You speak of Adun. So saith Judicator Zentheon. Adun failed to eradicate the rogue tribes, those who call themselves the Dark Templar. We witnessed the burst of the Twilight Star. In that treasonous instant, Adun ushered the heretics and himself to fate, purifying Ire of their taint, but allowing them life.
Treason? Adun chose mercy rather than committing genocide. This was a noble act, Preserver.
Was it? I see history through the eyes of those who lived it, Artanis.
Perhaps this is why you are blind to all that is before you. History's truths are only ever understood looking through the backwards lens, seeing its consequences take root.
As a preserver, I have always experienced history as a living, breathing now, as those who experienced it in the moment did. Perhaps I should consider the way you view it.
In case I haven't said it before, Rohan is a D-bag. But it looks like we can move on to our next travel point.
Shakuras has fallen, and Amon's grip tightens. If we are to stand against him, we will need more than warriors. As Hierarch, I was made aware of a location where our Kalai scientists experimented on new weaponry in secret. Within the Glacius facility, the Purifier program has been reborn. We must recover this immensely powerful technology. Glacius facility. Within lies the greatest weaponry the Empire ever developed.
It is the site of the Purifier Revival Program.
Purifiers? The forbidden weapon? They were sealed away by the Conclave, never to be restored.
The ancient purifiers are not kept here, Preserver. They are still locked away. Here, on Glacius, our researchers have been developing prototype weaponry inspired by that ancient technology.
You speak above your caste, Kalai. This is unimaginable heresy.
We are outmatched by Amon's forces and facing annihilation. If this technology may help us, we will use it.
The Tal'Darim, here. They are attacking the facility.
Amon has unleashed his servants. Ready our warriors!
Before we ready our warriors, though, we have some conversations, I'm pretty sure. Yes, we do.
The Tal'Darim. They have not been seen since the Aeon of Strife, before the Protoss were united by the Kala's light.
I'm afraid they returned some time ago, Rohana. We thought them fanatical servants of the Xel'Naga for years, but in truth, they had enslaved themselves to Amon.
Why would any being willingly follow Amon?
That is unclear. The Tal'Darim call themselves the Chosen. What Amon has chosen them for, we do not know. They are dangerous foes who have helped forge the hybrid and shed blood in the name of our great enemy.
Protoss turned upon Protoss. The De'ul demands retribution for such offense. They must be destroyed.
If it is their fate, it shall be.
What? The purifier weaponry that has been researched here could prove to be a valuable addition to our arsenal.
That is what I am hoping. Is there any merit to Rohana's fears?
The Kalai on Glacius have prototyped the technology with successful results. It is said that these experimentations are no different than the Templar they are replications of, a byproduct of quantum predictive analytics.
They were and are still only machines. Do not give them such credence, Karax.
We too are machines of a biological nature. I often marvel at the architecture, the design, the careful construction of our form, our machinery. The Xel'Naga forged us as we forged the original purifiers.
Alright, it's time to do the mission.
Many of my Dark Templar
Yeah.
If we are to obtain the purifier technology, then we must move quickly. The Tal'Darim are preparing to fire upon the facility.
So this will be a one-base mission. We'll be massing gateway units. We get sentries now, which are great. Sentries in the campaign don't function like they do in the multiplayer. They kind of work like Terran medics, where they restore shield instead of health kind of thing. They're very nice. They have.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are unleashing their mothership's phase displacement beam against Glacius's orbital defenses.
I am First Descendant Alarak, and I've been charged with destroying this facility. You seek the technology vault, but you are too late. It will be annihilated along with the rest of this pathetic world. Use your time to withdraw from the system, or remain here and watch your forces burn to ash. I care little which you choose.
He is not entirely correct. If we begin now, our forces could outpace the displacement beam.
Then we are going in.
So don't feel like you're rushed too badly. You have plenty of time to get your base set up.
The displacement beam is advancing. We must reach the vault
I'm gonna
before it
build a
is
stalker
destroyed.
right away. As long as you keep one probe in production, just get 2 stalkers out before you get your free sentries here. So this is kind of like a time mission, but I promise you, you will have no problem staying ahead of that beam. Even on hard difficulty, that beam moves slower than molasses.
We move on.
I am detecting a Tal'Darim force amassing outside of our nexus point. We must prepare for assault. Wait,
Get a second
these
stalker
sentries
out.
were left behind. Let me activate them. They are quite effective at restoring shields to nearby warriors.
You require
Get the zealots up front.
state thy bid. I am the
So with sentries, you want to make sure you're A clicking. Like if you tell it your army with whatever group your sentries are hotkeeyed in,
There. Our gateways are now calibrated to warp them in as well.
they're gonna attack that unit instead of restoring shields. So just something to think about. We're also going to get a forge down.
You require my skill.
We're gonna move out just a little bit, clear out these units around our base.
Entreat we are
We're also gonna want to get up to about 4 gateways again.
cold. I am the cold.
I'm basically waiting to get 75 power on the Spear of Adun.
We are one with the shadows.
So we can move out again. Get our free units. We're also going to want to start base defenses. Like usual, I'll do about 3 cannons, 2 batteries, which might be overkill.
We are one with the shadows.
To be determined.
Our forces are near the displacement beam. We must remain alert and stay out of its range.
State thy bidding.
Pay attention, make sure your units don't go in the beam.
Unseen.
Also going to want to start +1 attack and then move our chrono boost to our forge.
You have not enough mineral.
It appears the station scientists were storing raw solarite here as well. If possible, we should obtain it.
State thy. You require my skills.
Have your stalkers focus down the phoenixes.
Excellent. Solarite gathered.
It's an immortal here if you could try to get it down.
I serve. Now. You require.
So, it's best to keep zealots with your army if you can. Sentries work a lot better with zealots than stalkers.
Justice.
I am the voice. Cold. We. I am the voice of the. State thy bidding. Intriguing. There.
Once again, I'm waiting for about 75
We are one with the
energy.
shadows.
Spear of Adun power.
Cold. State thy bidding.
A Tal'Darim force field. We need to destroy its power source to clear the way.
Ah, we've discovered more sentries. I will activate them now.
Sentries also have the Guardian Shell ability.
We are one. I am the voice of the eclipse. I am the heart of darkness. I am.
Every once in a while, build more pylons at your base so we don't get supply capped.
We are one with the shadow. I am the heart. We are one with the shadows. Cold is the void. You require my skills.
Have the stalkers focus down this carrier.
We move. I am. State thy bidding.
Coming here is completely optional, by the way. This is whether or not you wanted the extra resources. Now, once again, pay attention. Make sure your units don't go in the beam.
I am the cold. State thy bidding.
Our forces are in mortal danger. Get them away from the beam.
Focus down the High Templar.
One with the shadows. We move unseen. Cold. State you require.
Let's get another round of zealots.
I am the heart of
I'm waiting till I get about 75 energy again. We got +1 attack and armor, which is nice.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Alright, we can move up again.
You require. I am the heart. We are one with the shadow.
Have the Stalkers focus down the Archon.
Very well. I am the voice of the eclipse. Very wise.
I think there's a Tal'Darim force coming to my base.
Cold is the void.
Contemplating if I want to save warp gate charges for that. Nope, they're coming over here. We did lose some sentries, so I'm gonna get more sentries. And yes, I know they have Guardian Shield ability. This just takes a lot of energy, and I'd rather they have their energy for the shield recharge. That's my personal preference. It's a personal preference thing, honestly. Alright, the second bonus objective's over here.
Another solarite sample obtained.
Keep pushing forward. +1 shield's about to finish, so we can swap Chrono Boost over to one of the gateways.
Bringing nearby sentries online.
Have the Stalkers focus down the Colossus. So this beam is gonna take out this pylon. That's kind of unavoidable, but that's alright. Back at home, build more pylons. My pylon placement is very beautiful, by the way.
Releasing sentries from stasis.
I'm waiting until I get about 75 power again before we make a push.
I serve for now.
Beam just went over our pylon.
Hierarch, I'm detecting movement from the Tal'Darim fleet. Multiple transport signatures inbound on the facility.
Warp prisms.
Have the Stalkers focused on the warp
Alarak is
prisms.
activating the facility's old defenses, using them against us.
Get more zealots. It's very important that you snipe those warp prisms before the, you know, before they get to where they're going. You'll have less cannons and stuff to deal with. Apparently one got in, so that's unfortunate. Focus down the High Templar. The final bonus objective is right here.
We have acquired all of the raw solarite samples. They are still in superb condition.
That Phoenix
You
is
should see
taunting
them.
me, bro. There we go. Alright, we're gonna make our final push. So for this part, you can just focus down the pylons. There's warp prisms on the side, warping in forces. You can just ignore them. Just snipe these two pylons over here, and then you get the mission over.
Acquiring access.
Work quickly, Phase Smith.
Focus the disruptor on their location. Let them burn.
I have its coordinates. Warping aboard the container now.
You are not as weak as you appear, Artanis. We shall meet again.
The Purifier weaponry is safely aboard the Spear of Adun. Wait, there is a prototype warrior here as well. I will have to examine it more closely.
You wish to see me, Phase Smith?
Artanis, it is good to see you, young Executor.
Phoenix? How can this be?
It was his cloned personality that was used for the Purifier prototype. Given your friendship with the Source personality, I thought, well, he believes he was brought from stasis and made a Dragoon.
Why are you here, Phoenix?
I was given a directive by Aldaris himself to come to Glacius and serve the Templar.
It is the last recollection from his memory web. The Great Templar were still encoded by order of the Conclave.
Do you know about the experimentation done on Glacius? Why Aldaris gave you this order?
I am a warrior, old friend. You know this as well as any. It is not my place to question the order of Adjudicator.
His construction is highly advanced, an Adanium shell composed of a trillic compression mesh. It appears he was to be the first in a revival of the ancient program.
Enough! I have fought far too long for the will of the Conclave to be examined like some specimen. I am Templar, and I am reunited with the dearest of friends. Is this not a glorious day?
You are right, of course. Karax, these tests are no longer needed. Phoenix, welcome aboard the Spear of Adun.
So, here's what we're gonna do. Because I have a theory on what keeps crashing my PC. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna save the game. And in case this video crashes, I'm gonna do the ending now. So, if you enjoyed this video, guys, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Dear God.
We have
Alright,
acquired new
you
robotic support
can forget the
technology
ending.
for review.
I mean, I hope you have a fantastic day still, but I'll tell you again later. Alright, so we got a new unit in our melee warrior
Karax
category.
has utilized data from Glacius to bring the robotic sentinels online. Use them wisely, Hierarch.
It is the Sentinel. They have zealot legs, and they revive, which is pretty good. So I recommend moving from the zealot to the Sentinel. And down here, I recommend the Sentry for the shield restoration. You can do the Energizer if you want like speedy units, but I'm telling you the Sentry is better. Okay. As for the Solar Core, there's nothing that we want yet still or have enough for, so we're gonna put our excess into starting supply. So if you're trying to copy me, it should be reinforcements, orbital strike, orbital assimilator.
You and I have stood shoulder to shoulder, blades thrumming in the heat of battle countless times, and now you lead the Protoss. I well with pride at the mere thought of it.
I was chosen to represent the hierarchy by the remaining Judicators and the clans of the Nerazim. I am still honored by their choice.
Tassadar must be proud as well.
Tassadar is gone, Phoenix. He fell, bravely sacrificing for his people. He saved us from annihilation.
What? It cannot be. And Ire fallen to the Zerg as well?
It has.
How long have I lingered in stasis, becoming this Dragoon?
Do you know of the Purifier program, Phoenix?
Of course. The greatest Templar minds replicated. Dangerous machines that had to be shut down.
They were shut down, but we have never ceased the research, and still have tried to find ways to replicate our greatest Templar, to use that ancient technology.
Why do you tell me this?
We are facing a war like none we have seen before. We will need you in the days ahead. Maybe even the Purifiers.
Then my blades are yours, old friend.
These new purifier designs rival any technology our people have previously conceived. The replication data is the sort that allows accurate duplication of one's consciousness. Phoenix's personality may be accurate.
How accurate?
Within the 99th percentile.
So there is a chance for discrepancy.
Quite a minuscule one.
And in a lifetime, how many choices does that variation impact? Who would you be with such a difference in the decisions you've made? Keep a watchful eye on Phoenix. If he is to help us, I want to know who he is.
Okay.
Our scouts are reporting Amon's forces are conquering system after system. We must choose our plan of attack carefully, Hierarch.
Seeing Phoenix once more perplexes me. I feel sadness, but I should feel joy.
It is said the warrior Phoenix was felled by the Queen of Glades. This approximation is not Phoenix, but he is a reminder of the loss you suffered.
His voice, thoughts, his very presence. He describes memories we shared with such vivid recollection. Every instinct I have tells me that this is my friend, but all logic defies it.
We of the Nerazim often ponder whether our people are the sum total of their experiences, or are more than them. A truth lingering inside us. In time, we shall see if this Phoenix has his own truth, or is little more than a flawed forgery.
I guess I should note, for those that haven't played StarCraft 1, Phoenix is a pretty major character in StarCraft 1. But, time to warp travel.
Hierarch, I see the master construction of the Xel'Naga now. Their understanding that energy, essence, and information are all one. Each interchangeable, each mutable.
Then you uncovered the information Zeratul foresaw within this keystone.
I have. From what I understand, it will lead us to Ulnar.
Ulnar. It is a place of myth. A realm whispered of in our legends.
The homeworld of the Xel'Naga. I believe the keystone can project its location.
Show me, Karax.
It cannot be. I must be in error.
The Altarian Rift.
That is impossible. Nothing could survive within such unrelenting forces. It appears I have failed you, Hierarch.
I do not believe so, Karax. It is said that the Xel'Naga came from a place where no life should be. This aligns with Zeratul's prophecies. We will go in. Make preparations at once. Zeratul, many thought you mad. And yet, once more, you have seen truer than us all. The keystone leads us into the Altarian Rift, to the Xel'Naga home of Ulnar. It is my destiny to carry your mantle, old friend. I will wake the Xel'Naga and honor your legacy.
reason, we should be shredded into our base particles. Yet, here we stand, between universes.
Zeratul was right. It is Ulnar. Think of it, Matriarch. The cradle of all life, hidden all these years.
Yes, but why?
I know, guys. I want to do a mission too, but for all the story buffs out there, which, you know, is me too, we have dialogue still. Let's just get through it.
How Zeratul foresaw the keystone would lead us here is uncanny. It is now clear that it was this device's primary purpose.
Zeratul was in touch with an expression of reality beyond my understanding.
This place should not exist. It defies all decrees of science, shatters all understanding of astral mechanics.
I once thought we Protoss had reached the pinnacle of attainable knowledge. I was a fool. There is far more in the galaxy than exists within Protoss understanding, friend Karax. I know this now. Phoenix, you appear distressed.
Apologies, Hierarch. I have been pondering the events that brought me here. I've discovered there are holes in my memory. Battles recorded here in the ship's archives that I should be able to recall, but cannot.
What is it you have found?
Records of my defeat at Antioch and being revived as a Dragoon. But this body, it is clear to me that I am no Dragoon.
There is more to those records, Phoenix. But what you uncover may not be desirable.
I am willing to face the truth, old friend, however difficult it may be.
Then I hope you find the answers you seek.
It is hard to believe we stand above Ulnar, the home of the Ihan-Ri, the Zelnaga. The Judicators theorized the Zelnaga left Ire to return to a place such as this. It is said they slumbered through the ages.
Zeratul believed the artifact would lead us unto hope. The Zelnaga may be the hope he spoke of.
If the legends are true, then the Zelnaga are below, awaiting their children to awaken them.
Then let us hope so.
Hierarch, it appears we cannot receive transmissions while we are within the rift. We have been cut off.
Alright, guys. We made it. We can do the mission.
The Spear of Adun's sensors have located what appears to be an access way into the temple. Our starships are prepared to move on your command.
So this mission's a bit more macro focused. We'll get up to 2 bases. We'll be doing Gateway Army, but we also will be mixing in some Phoenixes. Not too many Phoenixes though. Enough.
Here lies the resting place of the Zelnaga. We must find a way to unseal this access way if we are to awaken them. Grand Preserver, what do you know of the temple in the depths below?
Only myth, legend. Here upon Ulnar, the destined races will seek ascension. Their very presence shall open the way forward. I believe these celestial locks are the key. Our forces should claim them in the hopes the way forward presents itself.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim are here. They are taking control of the celestial locks.
The Oasis demands are clear. Keep the temple sealed.
As long as they control the locks, the secrets of the temple will remain hidden from us.
Warriors, engage the enemy and reclaim the locks. Amon will not have his victory so easily.
Hell yeah. So we get Phoenixes now, which also means we get the gateway, or the Stargate.
Our
We get a
stargates
free
can
second
now
base
warp
out
in
here.
Phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across long distances.
And I definitely want to get the second Nexus started as soon as I'm able.
We are one with the shadows. For the reckoning,
There's also a bonus objective down here.
unseen.
No, I'm thinking of a different mission. Don't listen to me. Just gasp.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
So we're gonna be going pretty macro
Eager
heavy.
to strike.
We are one.
And once we get our 2 bases all set up, we're going to be exploding with units.
State thy bidding. You require my skill.
The bonus objective that's going to be revealed, we're going to need some Phoenixes for. I usually get about 10 Phoenixes in total. I think we're good to start sending Mr. Proby over.
Void.
The skies.
Let's get the second Nexus started.
I am the heart of darkness.
And then that'll be enough probes for this base.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
So while we wait, we're also going to want to get a forge.
You require.
Our cybernetics core is where you get air upgrades too, by the way.
I am the voice.
Also want to get our gateway count up for now. 4 gates for now, we'll add on more once the second base is all set up. Use our first pylon ability to put a pylon here.
We are cold.
Time for battle.
So there's our 4 gates.
Amon's forces are inbound to our nexus point.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Both nexuses are up. Start probing away.
We are.
That sounded bad. Start building workers. That's what I meant.
Cold is the void. We. State thy bidding.
What's 6 plus 5? It's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? Alright, so that's all the probes we're going to be needing to make.
You require.
Start setting up base defenses. That way I can leave my base without worrying.
State.
Hierarch, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible, we should destroy it and claim the reactor to enhance our solar core.
You have not enough minerals.
Let's get the usual static defense at both of our ramps here.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
We're also going to want to add a couple gateways. You could probably go up to 8. For now, I'm going to go up to 6. I'm also going to want to build another forge, because I believe this is the mission where we unlock +2 on our upgrades. We're also going to want to get another cyber core. Get a couple stalkers, some sentries. We're gonna move out and take over this middle pylon block.
Once Amon's forces have been defeated, our warrior's presence should allow us to lay claim to the lock.
lock is now ours. These energy patterns indicate once we control the other 4, the temple will open.
So we want to start Phoenix production and rally him to the middle pylon here. Gonna want to start 1-1 on our ground units, and then double chrono both forges, and at the same time I'm also gonna get air upgrades.
My skills.
I am Anan.
State thy bidding.
We're also gonna need to build more pylons.
Successful. Warp field online.
So we're gonna leave the Phoenixes to defend the middle pylon.
Construct additional pylons.
I am here to shut this enemy Noah. State thy bidding.
You must construct additional.
For the reckoning.
Successful. Anan Porkal.
So right now we're at 5 Phoenixes, so I'm gonna want 5 more, make a total of 10.
State thy bidding.
A couple more Stalkers and more Sentries.
We are one with the shadows. Very wise.
Have the Stalkers focus down the Banshees.
State thy bidding.
The skies await.
So we got 2 pylons. Chances are they're gonna take back this pylon, but that's alright.
We are one with the shadows.
Upgrade complete.
Get 2-2 started for ground units.
I am the heart.
And then we're also gonna want to
I am
get
the
shield
voice
upgrading
of the
queue.
eclipse.
This leads to a base.
I serve.
You have not enough minerals. Be on guard. Amon's servants are moving to seize a lock.
Which lock?
Upgrade complete.
Start 2-2 for air.
Not enough minerals. Siravek, cry on.
Cold is the void. There are
Where I am. The skies await. Anan Porkal.
Shit.
Understood. Warp field online. The skies await.
That was sloppy.
I am here in the shadows.
Gotta wait for our last Phoenix to come out here. Once he does, I'm gonna start clearing out middle for the bonus objective.
Death comes to all.
The skies await. Where do our enemies?
So we want to fight the bonus objective in the middle here.
Death comes to all. I am the voice of the eclipse. We move unseen. I am here in the shadow.
Have the Phoenixes focus down the big warp prison. Have your Stalkers focus down everything else.
Time for upgrade.
It is done. I am warping the vessel's cargo aboard for further study.
Anan Porkal.
How many Phoenixes
I
died?
am eager to strike.
1. So we'll get one more, make
Acquire
10.
my skills. Go.
Now we can work on taking the other temples.
You require me. We are one with the shadows.
Stalkers focus down the Banshees.
Warp field online.
I am the heart of darkness.
Upgrade complete.
You
So we can have one chrono on a gate and the other one on a forge that's getting your shield upgrades.
It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly.
Try to focus down the siege tanks if you're able.
stars.
Is the void.
Need to head back home.
I will comply. Where do
I am state thy
time for battle? For honor.
I am the voice.
Where do
We are one with the shadows.
the skies await?
You require my skill.
So that
I am
got a little hectic there for a second.
We are one. Let our enemy know our fury. State thy bidding here in the shadows.
Probably good enough to add Gateway 7 and 8.
You require my skills.
Get +2 shields going.
Is the void. Very well. I am the voice of the I am the voice of the We are
Get the Stalkers to focus priority targets, such as Colossi in the Void Race.
I am the void. Cold is the void. Very wise.
I'm gonna make a quick push, see if we can get the final lock.
The lock has been captured by our foes, Hierarch. We must be cautious.
Unseen. He shall be as you say.
Sirabek, cry on. I will comply. I stalk through the...
We are one with the shadows.
The skies await. Understood. On the wings of justice. I stalk through the stars.
So we're getting this lock. Phoenixes are working on getting our last lock back.
Anan Porkal.
Very wise.
Time for battle.
As soon as their frickin' poles unlock.
Azul to Templar.
I am the voice of the eclipse. You require
And that's the
my
mission. No, it's not.
We move unseen.
Anan Porkal.
Of course.
Thy bidding.
That was the mission.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum.
I am here in the shadows. For the reckoning.
Okay, now that's the mission.
Very well. Intrigue.
Anan Porkal.
We are one.
All 5 locks have been captured, Hierarch. The access way is opening.
It seems Amon's forces have drawn back. I sense only a great stillness from within the temple.
Then we have succeeded. It will not be long before we see what fate has in store for us.
Alright, if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.